Kool-Aid mic on. Oh, fuck. Hold up. Yo, 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 yo. Yup, 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 yup. What is it? What is it? What is it? Yup, 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 yup. Damn. Alright, hold on. Yo. Hey, yo, am I coming in loud and clear? Let me know in the chat. It sounds like I'm fucking relaying around. Maybe it's my headphones. Let me know if it's left and right. Oh. I found out. No. I didn't have my headphones plugged in. Okie dokie. All right. I wonder if that's what happened last time. I was tripping out because it sounded all crazy. It's probably wasn't. I didn't plug in the headphones all the way. What's up, y'all? What up, Lita? Even though I'm live on Twitter, let me tweet this out real fast. Oop, I said the wrong word. Let me post this real quick on X. The Zen Network. The real Zen Network. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Crypto will make you cry. Don't invest. Do not invest in crypto. Please. Stop doing that. Stop looking at crypto as an investment. Look at this motherfucker like an iPhone. All the possibilities. It's like you got an iPhone, all of a sudden a whole new idea unlocked. Wow. I can FaceTime somebody. I can send video messages at the speed of light. Do the same shit with blockchain. Hey yo, we live. Like I've been saying on the channel, man, blockchain been stuck same place since 2017, over 7 years of the same shit every day. Every day is the same thing. What up, DD? All right. Hold on, let me. Weekend adjustments, bro. The weekend adjustments are crazy. I don't even know anymore. I give up. I literally give up. I've tried everything, Captain. Oh, whatever. I think it's my shirt. I'm wearing the Capitol today. Backwards. You know what I'm saying? Just for those that want the fact check. Where's it at? Where's the fact check? Fact check. Let's fucking go up. What's up, y'all? This your boy Crypto Bruh, aka Mo World Peace the DJ / producer, coming back again with another video about that Zen world. Thank you so much for staying through the intro there. I'm wearing a green shirt, so my background's looking kind of crazy. And I decided to let my hair out today because fuck it. We had a great weekend. My hair deserves to breathe. And again, if you've been watching the channel, you've watched the growth of this thing. Isn't it just getting beautiful, baby? But yeah, man, what's up? Today is March 4th, 2024. And it is time. It is time. Turn this off. Ooh, yeah, no, we gotta turn this off. We gotta stop that. Stop. Too many tabs. Let me see what else I got open in this bitch before we. Oh shit, cancel. I almost logged out of my computer. Oh yeah, we got way too many things open. Hold up, we gotta close. Half of the computer is open. I've been making music lately, getting back into the groove. I gotta save this file. Been getting back into the groove. You know, the coolest thing in technology is when you spend a lot of time learning about something, and then you go back maybe after like I haven't made music since 2021. That's probably the last time I was like in the mix with creation. Like most of the beats I play on my channel, they're actually from 2017. They're hella old. That's why I haven't released them. Yeah, taking that feeling in today's environment, creating some magic right now. So it's gonna be dope, man. 2000 or X1, I should say, is gonna be dope. Oh, I didn't put my screen up yet. But yeah, man, listen. You know what I'm saying? What up, Rolando? What up, Clay? Top of the morning. Top of the morning to ya. Let's get this display capture going. Man, my bad, y'all. I need to make sure I'm prepared. I'm not prepared. Got my hair out, though. All right, so I'm looking at Phantom Zen right now. I've been looking at this all morning. This is my number one for buying Zen. My number one for mining Zen right now is Avalanche. I'm holding my coins though. It's like $4 for the max VMUs right now that are popping out. So I'm swooping up Avalanche as much as I can right now before that fucking gas gets crazy again. And we'll talk about that. But yeah, AVAX mints are hidden. And then Zen, man. Zen on Ethereum. Boy, oh boy, this weekend. We really felt the gas and the price. And that's why, again, the title today is I've never seen people cope so hard. I've never seen it. They were saying I was coping. And I had all this hopium. But you see, we're starting to write in stone. Crypto's going to be here forever, man. There's going to be historians. There's going to be people who really in this shit. Who really wanted to bring it to the surface. Who didn't just want to see it be something on the internet. There's quite a few of us. And yeah, I think our chart is speaking louder than the cope. Because ain't nobody coping. What I'm loving right now is this chop to the side. We're giving some breathing room right now. So yeah, let's take it back to March 1st. That was this past Friday. And that's where we saw the takeoff, right? I did a stream on Friday night, or I did a stream Friday, and we were here, right? It's the last time I saw y'all. And I was like, hey, this is looking extremely bullish because of the way the moving averages. That's all Friday stream. You can go back and look at that stream, and I was talking about this bloat in the moving average and how the hell wouldn't we go up, right? I was saying if we go down, that would be it would just be something new, right? And it would, in the subjective reasoning for that newness would be supply, and that supply coming to the market from a miner would, mean that somebody is still trying to control the price or whatever, right? But I don't think it's possible. I think it's literally impossible. That's like saying you can control the earth. Like, are you really Atlas, bruh? Like, come on, man. Let's be reality here, So this bloat was the dead giveaway, right? And what I was saying was when moving averages come together, this is a simple trading fundamental. When the moving averages come together, there's typically a high velocity of buying, right? And we see that here in the volume. A lot of people came in and said, oh shit, I don't want to miss out. And what did I say on the stream? It's going to be FOMO that moves our chart now, right? We've established community. That's pre-quantum. Post-quantum is the dildo green candle to the gods that everybody sees. And then it's like, oh shit, I really had a chance to get into Zen when no one saw it, when it was a blip on the map, right? But again, that's why the cope is extreme right now. My thought on it is maybe these actors want people to stay out of their positions. Like, they have such a tiny camp, not a tiny camp, but they really do have a controlled substance of humans that make actions. So maybe if they can rally their troops, they can help with the sell pressure. But one account alone couldn't do it. It'd have to be a group of actors, or it'd have to, and then this is what else is so funny about Zen right now is it's becoming a literal math problem. And now the race to calculate is here now, if that makes any sense. So in math, they say the way that we solve mathematics is we come to an axion, right? An axion is just a truth. So x plus y, x times y makes an axion. That's the thing. That's what you want. That's why two axions together that makes something crazy. And that's what a lot of mathematicians would say is the quantum of math, the infinite of math, right? Quantum just means too much. That's all it means. So it's a fun ass meme, actually. Too much in my interpretation after much or too much research is infinity. So that's the variables in math. Most things in math is you want to find an equation of infinity. That's the dopest shit, right? It's cool to get to 2 + 2 = 4, but if you can really create a equation that is infinite, bro. I've been learning about a bunch of these they're usually in games like poker or like casino games or like infinite games, or what were they calling them? Hack bearing. I can't think off the top of my head because it's not what I'm at, you know what I'm saying? But so this game it's at an infinite state, but the infinite state can have variables, and there can be all these scenarios based on these variables. So right now we have people trying to act as if those variables aren't axions. And now I'm like, you're tripping. Like, literally, this was the giveaway. Like, again, this moving average to 272. I love these ones. They're longer averages, right? Moving averages are daily. Like, I have an 8 here as well, because the 8 is my week, right? So there's 7 days in a week. I put 8 just to get that extra day of data, I guess. But yeah, 72, that's 2.5 months. And then 200 is just a standard moving average that majority of the planet likes to use. 200 days, right? Kind of a year, not a year. So it's again, I think that it is, the truth is right in front of you, and you don't have to try too hard to find it. It was right here, bro. So this breakout, we knew it was gonna happen. We're just wondering how it would. Now that we're here, ladies and gentlemen, and the P.o.P is basically saying, the P.o.P is so funny now because it's like, oh wait, people can make this forever, right? But it's so hard to make it. The only thing we're basically at a moment where it's like, how many diamonds do you really have? You know, how much money do you really have? How many Ferraris in your garage do you really have? And are you ready to go against this natural market? So I'm impressed. We did get this pullback here. I posted about it on my X account as well. We got to see one person kind of try this, and it was awesome math. So I recommend kind of checking this out. And this is what I'm saying. There's multiple ways to put this together. You can use like a calculator to see how many VMUs people can mint, right? There's a cap on VMUs. So everybody mints the same amount of Zen. So at the end of the day, the amount of VMUs and that like amount of money a user is going to spend on the mint, right? This is the part where everybody does the same thing. So it's about the user spending more and more and more and more money. So they're working against themselves. As the community grows, their community needs to grow. The smaller their communities become and the bigger Zen becomes, the harder it gets for them to take control of the chart. And this is such a fascinating thing to like be a part of right now, because there's not a lot of cryptos out this natural. Most of them, you gotta really, like I said, you gotta really come with a psychological mind fuck. This was pretty funny. Zenians with mints to claim on ETH this week. Y'all crying. We partying and crying at the same time. I posted this one. This is what you look like. This is what it looks like when you pull up to mint your Zen and you see gas is at 108. Shout out to 108. Let's go. But yeah, man, you show up, your wheels are gone. You can't go nowhere. You can't go anywhere. But where is it at? Damn, this is beautiful. Is it down here? Where's the content? I gotta stop using that thing to use this. Yeah, here we go. Shoutouts Jack Plebin. I'm very curious if this Twitter account is this person. I don't think so though. I would maybe so. But we saw that with the x1.eth account. It was somebody put it on their account on Twitter, but it wasn't the person that owned it. And yeah, I didn't know people did that on Twitter. I didn't know people take Ethereum addresses and make it their screen names to intensify their popularity. So I mean, yeah, humans are the #1 social engineering tool, bro. There ain't nothing more socially engineering than a fucking human. Way more than a damn robot. At least you can tell that motherfucker you're wrong, and it can compute. Oh, I am wrong. Humans be like, nah, bruh, I'm never wrong. Cope on a 10,000%. So here, look at this. This is now like my research material, because this account bought 1 trillion Zen. So I don't know how. You know, maybe they, I've looked through some of their wallets, but maybe they're minting as well. But I've noticed that most of it was purchased. So you'll see here, this account is Jack Plebin. This guy's wailing hard. This account is wailing extremely aggressive, but it's good for our community in a sense of, I'm glad that this person sees us. And then they see the value. I mean, obviously they have a ton of Phantom, they have a ton of Hex. Who knows who this person is? They're probably a day oneer. Some people said maybe it's ET's account, blah, blah, blah. A lot of speculation shit, but on some statistical vibe, what we see here in this account, which is pretty fascinating, is its interaction with Zen and on the like DEX is pretty fascinating. They did buying, small buys or big buys, but just like over time. And now that Zen is at its highest, right? Its highest gas, this account is starting to sell at its most like in a span of in a day, bro. They did 107 transactions in a span of a day, and they were selling 10 billion Zen every single time. And they had 1 trillion. Graded, right? And then they were bleeding it into Hex. I mean, I don't know. I don't have, do what you need to do, But this is, in my opinion, awesome to see, because it shows, it really highlights that Zen is a vehicle for return. And traders, they sit in our fucking liquidity pool, and they come with intent to move it up or intent to try to move it down. And as a user, we don't have to do anything. We just kick back and watch these people start to do their thing, right? What it was if you're a miner, these 9 weeks, so this was a 9-week period where Zen was going down. You can go to the weekly, and again, this is your boy Crypto Bro, man. I've been analyzing the fuck out this coin. So yeah, you can see right here, this period right here, this is 9 weeks, no green candles. So this, in my opinion, was when our chart changed hands. I have another indicator too that showed me this. When I price Zen and ETH, what we can see here is we've seen an exchange of hands already take place. This happened way back when in last year when DBZen came out. And I was talking about this all year last year. I was saying, hey, we probably don't know what a top looks like until we see the chart or the RSI for the price versus ETH do something like this, right? And at this moment, here, let's go back in time. So this was when P.o.P released. Yeah, let's get all the answers. Let's do this one. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring up the Y chart, so we'll see what the gas is looking like, and then we'll look at the ETH price. So trading view. So again, there was a bigger factor here. I think it was P.o.P that really tanked Zen market. It was in our faces when P.o.P showed up, and it came at the top of Zen on April 20th. Everything in the Zen ecosystem. We only had like 3-4 things. But all of that shit went to zero on April 20th, and Pepe pumped like crazy. So I'm sure a lot of people took the gains from Zen to Pepe. Like, that's off the rip. We helped that shit go up. I mean, even I got into Pepe. It showed up, and it was so unfair that it was like, yeah, you got to do this. But let's look at this here. So, lols. I love how this is like super giant. It makes me nervous, like, because we're so close to this now. How this chart, like, it looks like how do you say it? Like, these lows may never come again in Ethereum, bro. We might start a new leg up in gas where it's just only here, because this is people coming online. So this is nerve-wracking. Like, oh man, actually people are showing up. Like, whoa, this was a niche of a year ago. Now that all the people want to use it, damn. 107 on a Monday, no lower than 50 on a weekend. It's over. So going back to this period, right? Gas was looking, it was pretty high. Yeah, gas was similar to where we are now. But yeah, it was at around 44. So you had gas at 44, and then let's see what the Ethereum price was. I love how Jack called it a future on-chain futures option call. Damn, look at Ethereum, just going straight up. This is too easy to sell, dude. I hope you have some ETH. I hope you're making some money in the IRL and getting some ETH, or mining some XENblocks, so that you can sell those into the ETH, keep them in the crypto. There's gonna be a lot of strategies once X1 is live. But yeah, let's look at this. I need to go to April 22, 2023. All right, here we go. 1800. There's another 1.8 for you. So $1,800 Ethereum. So this is kind of where my thoughts were when this happened. This very first dump, people were mining Zen and burning it into DB Zen. And then there were people hodling their Zen the whole time that the pump happened. So that by the time we got to like an exhaustion point, the first actual, because of the burn offset the fucking supply. So, and this is why I was like, damn, I wonder if everyone's going to hold, but they didn't, obviously. Everyone dumped it to obliterate. I was rooting like, yo, maybe we should hold this. Like, this supply is actually working. But I'm glad that we didn't hold it, actually. If I had to remix it, we needed to sell it off. That sell pressure from this moment is what changed the hands. So as soon as Zen actually was supply positive on the chart, where there was enough supply to give to demand, right, on this RSI, you'll see here we get a better equilibrium of like sideways trading for a whole month, right? And then we get the like downwards moves. Some people figuring out again how it works, and they were hedging the ETH price versus Zen, and that's why this was so devastating. This one right here, bruh. I mean, it's not devastating, obviously, but everyone who sold their Zen right here, they're hurting right now. They're like, oh my God, why did I sell my Zen? Oh fuck, I gotta cope it down. I gotta fund this shit down. Because this right here, this was the supply shock. It's in the chart. This drastic down. That's people getting mints and selling them. Right? So as soon as it turns around, again, I was already saying this is a trader's market, because we've been ready to go again. The hands have already exchanged themselves. We saw that here, or right here, you see? So this is the area, this zone. 9 zeros and an 8 on Ethereum. That's where the resistance is. Like, that's what we want to get to, which gets nuts, because if Ethereum's going up in price, that means that Zen is obviously going to be going up with ETH. And that's why it's like, yo, you got to know how the supply works if you really want to get into Zen. And that's going to be the hardest thing to learn. After riding this fucking roller coaster for a whole year, it's going to be really hard for people to understand supply. You're going to have, it's like a dojo. That's why I had to quit everything and learn, dude. Because I was like, I got to understand how this works. And again, one of the best ways to comprehend the supply is using XeNFTs. Because when you make a XeNFT, it teaches you, or it gives you all of those parameters in a mint in front of you so you can really see what you're trying to do. You feel me? So like when you make a XeNFT, you know, you have your VMU count, you know, you have your category, you have your class, right? And then you ask yourself, like, how do I get these other classes, right? And those other classes are based on VMUs, right? So then it's like, oh, okay, so VMUs control classes. What are VMUs? What are classes? You know, and then you just start unraveling everything from there. So the XenFT is what taught me the Zen network. And that's why I think it's very powerful. Very, very powerful tool. They do have the info tab here. So if you don't understand Zen, we have a G rank or a global rank. This is the amount of people who are actually mining or who have minted Zen. So think of this as like the line. There's 18 million people in line. Some have already claimed, blah, blah, blah. But we've documented over 18 million people or wallets that have lined up to mint Zen. Right now, out of that 18 million, 10 million are active. You feel me? So 10 million are waiting for their Zen to pop out. And then there's stakers. You can stake your Zen. This is how you know you're early to Zen. The active stakers is only 5,000. Oh, wait, never mind. I'm on Avalanche. But you're still early, too, if you're on Avalanche. If you're trying to escape Avalanche, you might as well go into Zen, dude. Get that economical energy out of Avalanche. Put it in X1 chain. We got the rail already. That's why I'm mining my Avalanche, because I'm like, fuck it. I could see this being a way for people to get the hell out of Avalanche. And they're going to need my Zen in order to do it, because that's the token. That's the real bridge, is the Zen, right? Burn it for X1 chain. But yeah, these parameters are different on all chains. Here, we'll go to Ethereum, since that's the one everyone looks at. But don't sleep on Avalanche, man. All it takes is one inscription to fuck the chain up. You're crying. You're like, oh no. Stability. The beauty of Zen on ETH. What up, crypto dude? What up, Sunstation? What's up, Lou? What up, Mind, Body, and Crypto? Zen ETH W from Nigeria. What's up, Brody? Xenify, blah blah. What the fuck? You got a long ass name, dog. What your name is? I can't see it through my hair. Xenify. I don't know, bro. You look closely. If you look closely, you can see a bunch of gophers chilling in the hair. Yes, please blow up the screen so you can see all the ghosts in the hair. What up, Web3 tribe? What's up, 08C1R? How you doing? Clay says people will start minting Zen ETH again during the next bear. Yeah, I think I had made a tweet about, or sorry, Elon, I made a post about this where I said we are going to normalize having new areas of Gwei, because again, the OGs, time is up, man. Are you still OG? I mean, you could be OG, but I'm saying development. Where are we going with this shit, right? If you are gonna stay hip, you're gonna stay on the X1 bandwagon. I'm bandwagoning X1. That shit's gonna be fire. But if you're just here until X1 and then you decide you're gonna depart, maybe you're like Jack Plebin, you're siphoning capital from the, maybe Jack Plebin is Richard Hart, maybe because it's pretty wild that account just keeps buying Hex. And it essentially, it would be like that guy is creating a rail or an imaginary rail right now, you know, because Zen is open sourced, so no one can stop that person. It's not like Jack is gonna go and blacklist the wallet. Like, what the fuck? That's ridiculous. So if that's what they're gonna do, that it's like how many more people are gonna come, you know, and offset that, and then it turns into a wild market. And again, that's why I've learned my lesson, bro. Sit tight, buckle up. Don't focus on a 3, 4 month, even 6 month horizon. You can use that as a scale, but don't focus on it. Right? You want to focus on years. Build years into your schedule. Get the fuck out of the 7-day theory. That shit is fake. Zen, and again, the thing about Zen is when you learn about it, it teaches you about Bitcoin. And when you learn about Bitcoin, it teaches you about the comprehension of a blockchain network. So that's why X1 chain is a dead given. We're building a blockchain network so everyone can get a piece. Everything is open source and everybody gets a piece. Now, what happened, which I'm sure all the people who are probably mad, again, once you learn the system, you can see where people can get angry. Because if you bet on the system and now you can't mint and you're not following development and you have zero plans to go to X1 chain, you're probably like, damn, I spent a certain amount of money, and I can't mint. But it really depends on where you are. I know some people who spent $15 can't mint it. I know some people who spent $1,000 can mint it. So there's a lot of different ways for us to get to the next level. But it's the next era of Zen crypto. And that's why I'm saying, again, learning how it actually works this year, instead of just like minting and freestyling, you'll understand that this is math that you can get ahead on. And yeah, so here we are on Ethereum. Damn, 19,000 stakers. That's actually really cool to see. 19,000 active stakers. So this is what's funny. So it's a G rank, right, is 20. So on Avalanche, you saw there was 18 and they had 10 million active miners. So here you can actually see there's 9 million out of 20. Where is the supply going to come from? Yeah, it's right in front of your face. So this is what we want to see grow. We want to see the G rank grow. We want to see the active miners grow. If you are an active miner while the G rank grows, your mints actually become more profitable. Essentially, the system makes more Zen for those that are already participating, right? Because you're already in the pool. And that's another like game theory in Zen. It's like you could bet, or your mint could be like a bet on people showing up, right? Like if you think this system is going to be working so well that people are going to show up, and that, that's what, with people showing up, it's excessive price, right? So it's like, oh, there goes that speculation of like, well, if I'm minting today, there should be a higher price in the future because there should be more people. This system looks like it's going to attract mass adoption, right? And again, the only thing that sucks right now is the price of Zen is not offsetting the GUI because we don't have the intelligence. Like no one is saying this shit. It's just me, Tree City West, Jack Levin, and a couple other people. Shout out Simple, Og, Owl, just to name a few. Rome, Daily Thought. Shout out to the community members that are being like, look at this, right? But we don't have like a lot of people saying, look at this right now. It's good for you though. It means you're early as fuck. But you can see everything is coming together, and yeah, I'm going to keep minting Zen. I have no plans on stopping. What I'm trying to do now is be more strategic about my approach to minting, rather than just freestyling. What's really good right now, we'll see here on my mint chart. Oh, we got a mint, dude. Oh, Avalanche. So let's go mint Avalanche. But what we see here is I got mints, man. I got fucking mints. I gotta mint them up. I gotta stay active. And as long as Zen keeps moving as it should, the price is going to go up because people are going to speculate on it and sell their Zen, and people are going to buy it and burn it. Right? My only thing that could work against me is someone coming in and making a bunch of Zen. But again, the best part of that is, hey, at least this network works and people can join it. It doesn't matter what anybody does. It doesn't matter if Jack Plebin is dumping a trillion Zen in the middle of a pump. It doesn't matter right now. It would be smarter to hold it, but I get it. He wants to help with distribution. So that's fine. And it also rails bread into his camp. So that's good too. And that's why, again, I'm very excited to see how many other people do this play off this tiny little green candle. So cool. Here, we'll go back to USDC. But yeah, Zen is built for randomness. So and that's why, again, another option of future on top of Zen is supply in the form of buying, because all of the supply is fairly released, right? All the supply here is all been minted and put onto the DEX. Whew, man, somebody's fucking around with this thing. Wait, which one am I on? Is this 3 or 2? Oh, this is 3. I think 3 has the most. You got to watch out on these liquidity pools. There's people who are taking their ETH out of the pool and then dumping to try to alter the price. I think that's what we just saw right here. Yeah, it totally. Look at, I ain't stupid. You see what I'm saying, guys? We're fighting bigger entities than ourselves. So we don't have to worry. There's no reason to worry because there's others looking for the opportunity. And they're going to grow in numbers, bro. There's a lot of people with $15,000 in crypto. They just don't know about Zen because we're complicated. And the ones that know about it are fudding so hard that it's hard to understand because there's not a lot of people talking about it. Because motherfuckers don't want to do the work. They're like, oh, win X1. Please keep pumping my bags. It's like, what after X1, guys? What after X1? Who gives a fuck about X1? That shit gonna come out. It's the internet. We know it's gonna come out. It's about what is after that. We got to keep heading to different galaxies. Can't just stop at X1. And that's why, again, Zen is different. It's got a whole different crowd over here. And it's very unique to watch all of this action happen. The birth of a chart. Man, that's going to be the name of the book. Copyright it now. You got that AI? All right, cool. Clay says fire emojis. DXN is amazing. Let's look at a DXN price. DXN, the real Xenobot. DXN is definitely the real Xenobot, yo. So I saw that happening on DXN too, man. They playing with the LP over here hard. Because again, if you pull your LP and you dump your coins, there's no liquidity, so it shocks the price. So people have been doing this shit over and over again. And I don't know, maybe it's them doing it to themselves. I don't know, man. This isn't my fucking game, dog. I'm just speculating. This is like wild ass math. I'm sure a lot of mathematicians, if they lived in the crypto space, would have so much fun. Because I just don't have the mind to compute it. But again, the AI is going to run this game. It's already running it with the bots. But the bots need intelligent logic. Or we don't have it. Oh my, that's what I mean. We don't have imperial logic for GPT yet. If you go and start doing your research, we don't have that shit. Because it's all different. We're all different. How I use GPT is going to be different than how you use it. So to find prompts to say that everything is the same is so hard. And again, that's the race. The race is to make something that we can all say is the same. That's the $7 trillion race. And again, charts are going to be subjective to this. So if you thought you were going to make the next 5 years of your life based on trading crypto and you're not an AI, you're just fucking yourself. Because this is going to be math But mathematics by an AI for sure. Because all you got to do is program the AI to start registering all of these removes. And then just tell it to remember, like, what were the market conditions when this remove happened? And then look at the wallet and then do an analyzation on the wallet. You feel me? Yeah. AGI's here, motherfuckers. It's just, you got to know how to use it. And that's why I'm done paying attention to this add remove. They fucking with DXN over here. I don't know who. A100. they fucking schooling you guys. But I do see here they removed it one time and it looks like it went to $1. Oh yeah. Somebody bought 10, went to $1.27 on them. Sheesh. So yeah, this is the problem with DXN, that whoever's trying to control the price is trying to figure an equilibrium out. Because since there's no buyers, since like you know, obviously the Xenians are not playing. This is a whale game for position. Because when the people show up, they're gonna show the fuck up. They're not just gonna trickle in, bro. They're gonna show the fuck up. Even the Jack tweeted about XENblocks, and then our Telegram got 40, 50 new members in seconds, dude. Not in seconds, I guess let's just say in a day. Look at this guy. He tweeted this, join the XENblocks, and then the Telegram just exploded. Scary times, man. Scary times. And people were coming in asking us where are the mining pools for Argon 2. They ran in like regular miners, and they didn't even realize that we have a different strategy than your regular setup. And now they're learning. They're like, oh wait, why are you guys being different? Why is it different? It's like, oh, you know, you could do this, you could do this, you could do this. And now they're learning. Most proof of work coins are only available in certain hashing pools because of, again, unfair advantage. If I'm a GPU miner and I make a gang of GPU friends, we can just pump out all kinds of GPU shitcoins. And then we get other miners to be like, hey, man, you know, you do the whole regular shitcoin thing. Join my fucking Telegram, you know, and we're going to pump it to the moon, bro. Right? So there are GPU miners looking for a fair situation. This is the climate in crypto, man. People are tired of getting rugged. For real. They trying to put this motherfucker in the front of everyone, move it into the new and get out of the old. So it's really cool to see people showing up when he posted this. Because again, and I mean, damn, the engagement on this 25K, guys, 25K. We're pre-viral, bro. No one knows about us. That's why the whales can pull the liquidity. They can take out 14 ETH and try to dump the price, yet it pumps. You know. I mean, who knows what this is? I mean, I'm assuming this account knows what they're doing, because this came seconds after this removal. Right? Oh no, it came. Oh no, it's just it just started this morning. Yeah. They played with someone played with the supply, and then a buy came in. So that's why I'm very curious on what's going on this pool, man. It's all robotics though. It ain't humans. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. Unless a human woke up and did it. There could be that too, though. But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm trying to get at. Humans can still do this because there's not a large amount of bots yet. So you can still fuck around and find out. But when the bots arrive, because they say, hey, we can fuck around and find out way better than humans can, and we can move this market because of how much is built into it, then it leaves our hands, and it goes back to the supply game of are you making it? You know, you got DXN staked to get some ETH so that you can use the ETH and DXN. Oh shit, it just dropped under 5,000. Wow. Yo, the halving thing is really going down. DBZN cuts in half on, well, I mean, it did it now. So it did it before the 22nd. That's wild. So it did it a couple days, but that's the randomness, I guess. They had a speculative idea. I assume XEN will be like DBZen for sure. Like this is an inside scoop on what it's like for a 1 year happening. So I'm actually happy to see right now that it came a couple of days early. That means I saw this too in XEN. So we have like this leaderboard site, and it tells you how many blocks per minute. So there's like almost 1,000 people mining XenBlocks, right? And because even though the difficulty has been finding an equilibrium, the miners have been consistently growing. So the blocks per minute have been getting slower or lower, my bad, because there's more miners. So it used to be like 60 blocks per minute, but now like because of the difficulty mechanism that we have, it's basically saying like, hey, the network activity can only actually produce 50. So the halving is like slowly in our face. Because yeah, this is gonna keep going down and down and down and down and down. Maybe 1 block per minute. God damn. Whew. Yucks. Hey, that's why I'm getting mine now, man. Hey, supply gang. Get him. What did Jack say? Jack used some clever wording here. Pre-market. The fuck is pre-market, dude? Somebody FUD this. What the fuck is pre-market? So win market, man. Win market. But yeah, so again, going back to this whole thing about the Zen ecosystem and people coping. The math is in front of you in all places. I mean, you even have the lovely 108 here in Gematria. Here's a fun one. Oh, hold on. I got one that's fun. All right, cool. Here we go. I'm gonna bring it over. All right. So the power of the 108 goes back to Euclid. So in on some esoteric shit, I was gonna say gematria because it's so close in the idea. Oopsies. Damn it! It's my tongue right now. It won't let me get it out. Pause. Fuck. Gematria. It's because I'm thinking of the fucking word gematria. But yeah. All right, hold on, boy. This is frying me right now.
Geometry.
Let's fucking go. Geometry. Why couldn't I get that out of my world? But yeah, the 108, man. Geometry. 108. It's a special one. The 108 is. Again, Zen was released on October 8th. And when you type in Zen token, it's got too many relationships. Geometry. Zen token. I don't know why it's like that. You gotta ask why yourself. I don't know. But yeah, so too many signs nowadays, and the 108 is everywhere right now. It's screaming at us. And I think this is a good time to get into XenBlocks. I think getting into XenBlocks before this says 25 per block is good. Right? Just assume it's going to say 25 because we know it's going to be half of today in September, regardless to what this is, right? And we in DXN right now, which started this whole conversation, is in its birth stage of the chart, to be honest. Whatever is getting ready to happen next is about to happen. Just like Zen, just like how I said on Friday, whatever's about to happen in Zen is about to happen. It's about to happen in DXN. And if you don't have a bag already, oh well. I mean, I don't know how you could fade it for so long. That's why I've been keeping my DXN in the protocol and just been collecting ETH and just saying fuck it. I don't know what it's like to claim at 100. Let's see what it's like at 100. Let's see if it's $30. If it takes the whole clip. It's like, actually, sir, you're poor. It's like, damn, can't have nothing nice. Yeah, way too expensive right now. So this is what my theory is. So like it's $100 to claim DBZen and I don't have enough here to do it, right? So I would need to wait. And then that's where like you make your ROI theses on like, oh, how many am I getting a day versus a ROI on DXN? So I can see how long it takes for me to break even on my buy for both sides or even your claim. So those restrictions, those are actually restrictions that help you, in my opinion, not do the wrong thing. Like having those restrictions in place are perfect for someone who has like ADHD on the chain. Because now I don't have to care about the DBZen. It just does its thing. And I just go back and check on it. And maybe one day gas does drop, right? Or gas does go back down to like 19. And I can go and be like, oh, I got DBZen ETH to claim. Like I didn't give a fuck about that shit. And then I come and then boom, there's the free ETH. Right? So I think a lot of people have looked at DBZen the wrong way about we're not making any money. And today's a significant day. So take that with a grain of salt. Cope with that one. Right? I already rage quit DBZen like 3 times, so I ain't never doing that shit again. I regret it on Avalanche so much, dude. That's probably my biggest regret. Zen was released on Richard Hart's birthday. I learned that Richard Hart is born on the 9th. So the day before. Not on his exact birthday. But pretty funny. What up, Dank? Jax plays chess better than RH in my opinion. Way better. Way better. That's what I'm saying. This Jack Plebin character might be Richard Hart, bro. Like, why the fuck did he buy so much Phantom? Like, it's so random. When did they buy this Phantom? I'm the AI now. I'm gonna go do some analysis. Oh, look at that. Another 18. Hey, just don't stop. Oh, this person's just beefing up on Phantom. That's crazy. Wow. So random. This is hella random. It could be Richard Hart, though. Let's just say Jack Plevin is Richard Hart. Alt account. That's funner. It'd also be funny, too, if, like, E.T. was Richard Hart. I don't even keep up with that dude anymore. Once it's, like, I, like, muted Richard Hart when he started, like, I don't know. I'm just not, I just can't, I like I said, the black magic is already worn off. I don't see it. I can't see it the same way no more. At least Jack Plevin isn't in their top. Damn, 2 million. Woo! It's that blockchain, baby. Yeah, look at these numbers. This is kind of why, again, it doesn't really matter where we are today. When other people discover Zen, because it's going to be discovered, they are going to be fighting for position. The miners will always be dominant in our own little ecosystem, which is creating a network for those to play their games, right? You don't, and again, you do not get this opportunity that often to be part of the chain. Most times they end up like a Phantom coin where they're so expensive. Or I mean, Phantom's not even that expensive, but you need 40,000 or 20,000 Phantom to be a validator. which is around 60, 40, I forget the number, but yeah, it's cheap to buy, but it's expensive to be a part of the network, as every blockchain. And with Xen, we've created the fairest launched first principle based chain, because you can get XN coins from all these different areas. You don't even need Xen anymore to get XN coins. Would you look at that? Hex to the moon. Good luck. I have some Hex right now, locked up in a distant contract. That shit is fried. Dude, Hex is so fried. Not even hating on it, but just to get you and give you an updated, update on that worldview. That thing is fried. Like 2019 technology is just so bad. That's why people want to sit in place now, because everyone knew that this was going to happen. So the best things are things that you sit in place with. That's why we didn't see any shit coins achieve the top 10. To be honest, I mean, is Doge really a shitcoin anymore? It's like a meme paradise. Like, they got all the memes. It's like, yeah, it's literally meme land. Like, you want to go to Candyland? Like, go to Doge chain or coin. I mean, they got inscriptions, so they got a chain, I guess. Cardano, again, that's just a hedge fund. That's a hedge fund on the chart. Yeah, I go through this all the time, man. This shit is dubbed. Only thing that matters is that these are all layer ones and that there's opportunity here because they're all dubs. Everything is a dub. They tried, though. Here, let's look at the Aragon layer. Fuck we talking about? TRX still going. TRX is still going, but it's only because Justin Sun holds a ton of Bitcoin. That's it. Like, if Justin Sun didn't hold a shit ton of Bitcoin and saying, hey guys, I'm going to use Tron to secure my network, or I'm going to use my own crypto network to secure my Bitcoins. I mean, we just get to participate, but that shit is trash, man. Everything's a scam over there because Justin Sun doesn't have the approach of community on Tron. So their DAO, or like, I was like, dude, how did they like created like a Tron DAO in this new future? Man, I listened in on one of their spaces. Oh God, it was hella cringe. No substance at all. Just people shilling scams. Not a scam, but an idea. I hope this idea works. Right? Again, in Zen, we're not saying that we hope this idea works. This is a gigantic thought experiment with calculated precision. Like, there's precision. You can calculate precision in this thought experiment and possibly get ahead. Right? Minting XENblocks is one of those. That's calculated precision. If everything goes right, why wouldn't XEN have dumbass value? Like, we have 3 layer 1 tokens, basically. Each one has a layer of its own success. I don't know. Put it how you want to. Dude, I want to debate somebody on a fucking blockchain. This is a really good one, though. Aragon is a middleware. Damn, they really said that. Build on the Ethereum network to commoditize decentralized trust. Middleware. So we no longer have middlemen. We have middleware, which is the software in the middle. Sick. The protocol has low-cost barriers to kickstart when they are able to leverage on Ethereum's highly robust security layer. XEN layer offers an alternative off-chain data availability option to layer 2s, enabling them to save on the data management cost while providing a similar level of security. This is dope. The reason why this is, I need to stop saying dope. This is awesome. So the reason why this is awesome is because you have a new approach to how people use their existing ETH. You're actually thinking for the ETH user before they even think about moving. So that is pretty dope. Let's see if I can find that post real fast. Jack posted the over the weekend. He posted the vibes about how it works. Where is it at? Yeah, we've been tripping. It was all good just a week ago. Then supply shock happened. People want to cope. They don't want to act like it happened. It's been happening. It happened last year. Just now, so aggressive. So yeah, this is what taking from this. So this is a middleware built on Ethereum network. So we partnered with this brand to use their middleware. Other companies have done this too, like Lido. So we're basically taking their protocol and we're bringing it to our decentralized environment in hopes that the Xenian can decentralize their layer. And a lot of people are attempting this with this protocol. There's quite a few. It seems like there's quite a few that are looking. Let's see, what are the team? Did they have them here? Yeah, this is actually a really good breakdown. Wow, shoutouts coin. They don't have any of the coins here. But yeah, see here, this is what it's gonna show. So with Aragon layer, you have your DApp. High trust when majority of the ETH is restaked. What does AVS stand for? They should have said that one. So like the DApp is interacting with ETH, but it's sending its transactions through the Aragon layer. It's super simple. But again, the Aragon layer, it acts as a middleware settlement. So now anyone can use this code set in their blockchain. And then if their users find it trustable, then now they can use their ETH to power it in a staking engine for the chain, right? So that's why this is actually super duper powerful for what we have going on, because we've made an actual blockchain that we want people to go from all the chains. We want you to go through all your chains. No other chain is trying to bring this type of innovation to crypto. Everything is trying to build a better solution, right? Or they're trying to build what Engine layer has here, or Egon. I don't know how to fucking say this shit. I gotta hear it said more often. Engine layer. I'm like the only person saying it. Engine layer. So yeah, this is huge, and very awesome for our community, right? You can stake your Zen and ETH together and get XETH, and then you're obviously hedging with ETH. It's gonna grow. I don't know if you're gonna get more Zen. I don't know how that works. We got to figure it all out. But the most important thing here is this part here, knowing that you're staking your ETH on that layer, so that you for sure know, hey, my ETH is safe. When I come back with my XETH tokens, I'm gonna be able to get my ETH out of there. Right? And I think that is where most of these other brands are going to struggle a little bit. They're going to have to try to figure out how to build trust, how to build an intelligent community that can comprehend the power of the technology in the middle. Because if it was really cracking, it would have already been a thing. But they now saying, oh, we got to make our own layer, right? They're saying if you use their product, you'll get your users get airdrops. So we all gonna get this airdrop now too, right? Because they're gonna have an airdrop eventually for their own thing, for people who want to see how the technology work, in my opinion. Because again, if it's being adapted by a brand like X1 chain, then other chains probably want to adapt it as well. Maybe they just don't have the module build out of their architecture, like their actual blockchain architecture to do it. So that might be like where they go, man, that would be really cool, but we can't, right? That's why we make an X1 chain, because we can, baby. And this is awesome, man. This is really, really cool. ETH is so bullish. The base layer for all the dApps. ETH is going to be gridlocked. I mean, but I've always said that about ETH. ETH is like owning a gas station. Like, it's like, yo, if you could literally have a gas pump in your backyard, that's you. That should have been you buying ETH up until now. That's why I was able to go in on Zen. Because I was like, I got ETH. But now I'm like, fuck, maybe I should get the ETH. But nah, I probably spent $5,000 to learn everything about crypto in a span of a year. People are gonna spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to learn crypto in 4 years, dude. Hundreds and thousands of dollars. I spent like 5 racks on that shit. Learn everything. Like, I'm literally running with the Trailblazers now for 5 racks. I don't need it. I'm gonna get way more now. So that's kind of my inception on the bullish on ETH thing. Is it's gonna go up, and I wish I had some more of it, but I am happy that I can be a partner with the ETH success. Knowing Zen is attached to ETH, as ETH goes up, Zen is gonna share the success. There ain't no other coin. I don't know another coin that's gonna say it's gonna go up with ETH. I know a lot of people are gonna sell their coins into ETH. I don't know too many people trying to transform their ETH into something else. That's one thing that's a fact. That's another bullish thing about ETH. There ain't too many people trying to transform it into anything else now. Like, it's been years, guys. They're like, I'm only going into Bitcoin now. Oh my God, Bitcoin's at 67. Fuck, bro, we broke ATH. That's all-time high. So that is solidified. We got to dump today. We got to dump right now. We got to dump right now. This yo, we need to dump right now. Or we go into that imaginary number that I made. We zoom out at 501 Levi jeans. Yo, that is so insane. I thought it was 50K in March, and then the market was like, bro, are you serious? You fucking bear. We're going out of here. Don't be bearish again. Bitcoin told me to never be bearish again, guys. Yeah, we're heading for 69. We're about to get arbitrary. Hold on, let's see what the gematria is today. Bitcoin is under a scope. Bitcoin falls in line with I was gonna say gematria. What? I can't do it right now. My brain isn't working. But yeah, that 36, that 45, key. 45 is key because Satoshi was born on April 5th. Never forget. So like, if you ever want to get really weird and learn gematria, and now that I'm becoming comfortable with everything, because I love numbers. I've always loved numbers. I've always been the guy I was like a math kid. I wasn't a reader. I like math. So it makes so much sense that I'm in the future and I'm still doing this shit for fun. Oh wow, 64 days left in the year. Significant day. Oh yeah, 5115 reflection days are money days. I mean, I forget why it's a money day. That's something I need in my back pocket to explain why that's a money day. But yeah, the markets tend to move when there's a reflection of a 5 and a 1. I don't have the gas to let you know. But yeah, 64 is significant. The people that, like, let's say, like, I mean, okay, let's put our tinfoil hats on. We've been here for an hour, guys. Let's get a little weird. Let's step into the matrix. Dun, 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 dun. Cause you know something that would be like, I be thinking about now that I'm like really into the AI, and I'm also into numbers, is that people say like the whole simulation thing, right? We live in a simulation, right? But if the simulation is calculated and everything is based on red line or maximum, like that's in our reality. We actually have this thing called maximum. There's some realities, tinfoil hat, right? We're on a journey. There's some realities where it's infinite. We actually kind of have that reality here too. Some people think in infinites. That's why I like this thought of infinite is nothing more than the concept of inflation, which is fractions, right? Infinite is inflation, and inflation is just fractions. So technically, we always live in infinite because our life is just little tiny bits, and our brain remembers it. Some of those bits you forget about and shit. Some of them, they stick with you. Some of them you bring into the next day. Some of them you dream about, right? And in AI, in artificial intelligence, that's the red line. That's the maximum. How much memory can this thing have? What is the idea of memory? How can we replicate memory? And then now we've got this thing that can remember better than us. You know what I'm saying? So like the concept of a simulation, I think we just didn't have the relationship with electricity, and now we have it, and things are just getting magical. Because that's the fibs, baby. That's the golden ratio. That's everything. Everything is a reflection of itself. Like even the days, like 1551 or 5. Like what are the odds of today? Adds up to this. And then when you break it down, it adds up to this. And then when you break it down and remove the zeros, right? And you add not the zeros really. You just put the numbers into their respected areas. So 24, 4, you get 31. But then when you split up 3, 4, 2, 4, you get 13, which is the reflection of 31. Which is also the 11th prime. Which is also the 5th prime, which is in relation. So you can almost say like 31 and 51 are related in numerology. Because 5 times 1 is 5. That's why it's like there's so many ways to put it all together, bro. That's like, bro, come on. At this point, it's not that we're in a simulation. It's that we're doing math very good. We're doing math the best we've ever done it in human history. And people are coping because we smart humans. They want to be like, oh, the robot's going to overtake everything. It's like, dude, we made the motherfucking robot. That's ours. We caught up to the math of it in the sense now. That's kind of like where my tinfoil hat is. It's like, oh, we caught up. And now the concept of maximum is being there. Like, are you there with the people who are there? Because they don't give a fuck about what's going on down here. Like, the AI thing is real. And it's more real on the sense of removing this. Like, what if this user was just an AI bot and it had all these resources and it did the work versus looking for a human? Because obviously looking for a human kind of hard, and then educating that human so they don't fucking make an error. Jeez, that sounds like a lot of work. So yeah, man, I'm digging the esoteric feeling in Zen, because it kind of goes back to my theory of excellent math. And math moves in poetry. Like, math is real poetry. It's so fucking poetic, dog. Like, when it all adds up, it's crazy. Might even shed a tear on some dumb shit. I mean, you're allowed to have emotions. You're a human. But yeah, math is where we are. I question if Jack Levin had a design simulation of Zen already that he's done, and this is why he can be so confident about what is today, because it's been mathematically simulated. And that's why the FUD looks so stupid. Sorry for the peak, sorry for the maximum there, but the FUD is getting like so dumb. And I'm like, yo, the math is adding up. All it takes is math. And I think, again, in technology, this is where you get the Elon Musk, the Jeff Bezos, you know, the Levins, the Jobs. You get these people who understand the transcender and the ability that it has outside of its market perception. That open and ending gate. And they just happen to have that thing that the world needs. They have the math. Everyone needs it. Google needed it. They were like, yo, we need to get this thing up and running. We want Gmail to touch the world, but we ain't got the math. Shows here comes this guy who just likes math. He doesn't know why. He's like, yo, I like Linux. I don't know why. I'm intrigued. It's speaking to me. Jack Levin also has a bunch of numbers on his body. Not his body, but like he has numbers, bro. 24. Born on the 7th month on the 24th day. Obsessed with X, the 24th letter. Right? Born in the year 74. 74. He has 74 everywhere. It's crazy. And then now you learn about the numbers of the universe. Like I just got to this part and it's like, oh, it's not that these numbers are coincidentally appearing. It's just that mathematically they are the numbers that show up the most. It's just the maximum of the reality. The reality has maximums all around it. Like it's not like my car is going to turn into a fucking airplane outside of this is the reality. The maximum of my car is a car, you know. But with digital space and with this, we're here, right? I'm here in your whatever you're watching me from, and that is the evolution of math. You feel me? So, yo, get hip, please get hip, please. Don't listen to the FUD. You gotta duck that shit. Like even this was sad. This is even Jack would have to be like, yo, Sergey. He didn't tag him though, or did he? Nah, he didn't tag him. I'll bring that to 88 likes because he didn't tag him. He's like, I hope this pops up on his feed. Imagine being Sergey and having a fallout with Jack Levin, and now he creates like this giant crypto because it's where the humans are. I think that's another thing too when it comes to AI. The maximum that we are at right now in AI is input from humans. Because it's how do you say this? When you throw in the variable of a human, things change because that human is the most random. Nothing is more random than a human because we can't read our brains. Like you can't read the fuck's in my head right now, bruh. I mean, maybe you got some wild ass $1 million technology, but theoretically you just cannot listen to my mind, right? So AI is a step in that direction because humans are becoming normalized to technology, right? 2015 was 10 years ago now. So technically, everyone knows how the iPhone works. 2015 was the shift of smartphone when most people ditched their flip phone for a smartphone. And or they ditched their BlackBerry for a smartphone. And or they ditched like whatever they thought was hot. They left that shit behind and marched to the future with Apple. So Apple has a ton of data that they've been racking up on us. We all know that. Google, they were able to obtain a lot of data because the search bar, you know, you have a human being throwing in all kinds of random shit. And then when you add that to the geolocation of where that human is, it gets even more intriguing of like how many people are like this guy or this girl, right? But now we've got that covered. Like I think that part of the technology story is covered. We have the payment rails to track you. We have we even, you know, you're even getting tracked every day when you use an Uber. Like you could take the bus and only get tracked when you say I'm on the bus. But unless you say I'm on the bus, no one would know you're there. Especially if you sneak on. I mean, I guess if you pay for it, then they got your ass. But you could sneak on. You don't exist. You know, so the surveillance idea is, in my opinion, ignorant to think it's not happening. And then it's even more ignorant to idolize it happening because it's a maximum. It's going to happen and it's going to happen to its highest state and there's no one that can get rid of it, right? So insert AI because, again, we've had the maximum experience. We haven't had this experience where people go, hey, oh, I have a tool now that can think of an idea for me. I already had this idea in my head and I could have spent 4 months working on it. But why don't I use the transformer to turn 4 months into 4 seconds, right? Or if it's an even more complex situation and not have the right inputs, let me see if I can turn 25 years into 4 seconds. That's the math, man. That's where we are today. Like, before 2018, no one was thinking this. Before GPT went open source or open to the public aggressively last year, or maybe it's 22. I think late 22, early 23 is when GPT OpenAI was like, yo, what's up? We out here. You know, we need your data. Hello, Microsoft. They invested in us. Come hallucinate with our AI, you know. And then again, that's why I think Elon bought X, because this platform has so many hallucinations, and people bring other platforms to X, which is special, because it's not like, I mean, I bring X to Instagram, but I'm not gonna like work on doing that, you know. Like, I'm not going to continuously try to get people from Instagram to X. Like, they're a lost cause. But X, you see Instagram content, you see, you know, I mean, TikTok content's everywhere. So it's cross-pollinating. But you get what I'm saying? It's not like you're going to see a ton of X content on TikTok, which means they don't get to cross-pollinate with X. But humans are bringing this content to their platform, to X's platform, and now they can be like, oh, look at this TikTok, because it came through someone's post. You feel me? So Elon snap buying X. The amount of data he's gonna get for the grok is insane. It's a good thing though, I guess. I don't know. I mean, he said it's gonna be open source. I haven't really looked into much into their LLM. All I know is grok is a tech term. If you didn't know, it's 100% a tech term. And again, what do we have going on in Zen? We've got, let's go back here. Jack Levin dropped he dropped 2 things yesterday that were kind of mind blowing. One was this introduction to the Git book. So kind of just shows you everything we have going on. Just so much gas, bro. I don't know if we got enough engine for as much gas as we got right now. We might be swapping engines, aka humans. I like how Jack Levin put his name in here. So I guess he's gonna explain who he is. Hi, I am Satoshi. But yeah, this is one step closer to X1, and I think X1 is got to be around the corner, man. My node just stopped working from performance issues, so they've been loading the chain up for performance now, and now we're really feeling it. We're really feeling what it feels like to have a high performing chain where you have 30. Some people's nodes are working at 34 gigabytes of RAM, like maximum. Like they're maxing at that. I mean, granted, some people are putting like 120 gigs. And I think that's where they're trying to get. They want to fill all the RAM up. It's going to turn into a RAM party in X1 network. I can see it now. For real, man. Because the more RAM you have, the more uptime you have. That's where a lot of the X1 power is coming from. Is from that RAM on that node. CPU is good too. But yeah, the RAM seems to be where it's at. Like I have 10 cores. If I had 40, well, yeah, I can put 40 gigabytes of RAM in my laptop. So if I can get to 40 gigabytes, my node will stop turning itself off. Because what's happening is as the network becomes faster, more blocks can be registered. Nodes fall backwards in relaying right information, and then the network kicks you off because you've sent too many bad reports. Like your node is just off the record so much they gotta turn it off. And that's because of the juice, the power. If you don't have a powerful node, it's gonna get behind the network because it's moving so fast. So great learns. We're all learning. And again, that's why I'm like, X1 chain is gonna come out when it's ready, and it's probably gonna leave some people behind. Like it's already leaving my ass behind. It's like, yo, some people are like talking about it. Yeah, you might have to spend $300 on a private server or a private compute, which if I can get return on that monthly then I totally will do it. And that's why it's like I'm gonna let that box or that cat in that box do its thing. I'm not gonna rattle it around or anything. I'm just gonna let it cook. Because when we get there, we get there. If I'm really making an X1 node and the yield is paying for the node, wild. Like that is wild. What's up, Yonks? This AI narrative is going to pump a lot of cryptos. Definitely something to stick to. It's more than a narrative, though, Yonks. Yonks, you love ETH so much, bro. Shouldn't you be praising Jack? Because his protocol sent the miners 2 million ETH in gas fees? What's your angle, dog? I'm so curious on your angle, dude. Because, like, you hang out. You be hanging out in the chat. You be here, you know. I just really want to understand your angle. Because it feels like a lot of people hang out with the plan of deception. Because it's like 1 minute you're saying the AI narrative is going to be good. And then the next minute you're saying Jack's protocol. The fuck? Zen isn't Jack's. He just thought of the idea and published it. That's it. But the idea doesn't belong to Jack. It belongs to the Matrix. And that's why I believe in the stars and the moon. I read that from Jack's tweet. How true is that? Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm like, but you're saying Jack's protocol. You got to say Zen, dog. You got the wrong English. And that's how we in the Zen world, we're starting to decode these psychologies, or I don't know how to say it, these characteristics of dormant intelligence. It's like you're a smart individual, but you don't want to break out of it, out of being as smart as you can be. You're like right there. You're at your most maximum. And in Zen, we want you to be pure maximum. Pure maximum. Like you, again, you're redlining so hard, you might find God. You're like, damn, what the fuck? What portal did I just open on accident? All just because you was being curious. And again, you pushing yourself to the higher maximum, you know? So I'm just curious, you know? Fine, Zen. I'm just curious, you know? So I have a lot of people that watch the channel and leave comments and stuff sometimes, and I'm just like, man, what is the angle? What is the angle? I don't want to be a crypto influencer. That's why I'm asking. Don't watch me to get influenced. Please. Make your own assumptions. I believe in the stars and the moon. What dang saying? Imagine not listening to Crypto Bruh dropping value needed for the future, but you are sick reading Telegram. Hey, man. Hey, shout outs dang, bro. But nah, I mean, again, I don't care if, like, see, like, this is my one thing, like, with the whole, like, Jake thing in the numbers. Like, there's another guy who does it too, Waters Above. I hate that guy. I hate that guy because he puts the XRP spin on Gematria. Like, fuck that, dude. Fuck XRP. Fuck that shit. Like, Gematria, when you really get deep into the practice, you understand that it's about Jewish mysticism and practices of the Cabal, homie. And then things get even deeper, because then these practices have been traveling with our people, the human race. They've been here for thousands of years. Thousands of years. There's like record of everything adding up. And that's why the normal truth seeker is like, we live in a simulation. But the normal physicist is like, we live in infinite. Which is basically saying the same thing. One is just someone, like I said, hitting their maximum of intelligence. They can't make a verb outside of simulation because they don't either have the education or they haven't had the exposure, right? I've been exposed to many physicists now saying the word infinite, And then I was exposed to a physicist saying infinite is fraction. Then I was exposed to someone saying consciousness is inflation. And I was like, what the fuck? Where are we? I'm like, damn, consciousness is kind of like inflation. Like right now, like a Crypto Brush stream is 2 hours of pure consciousness. That's why I can't say words, because I'm firing off from whatever's inside of my intuition. Streams, you know? And that's why it's hard for me to make a video, because I like doing this. I like being pure consciousness. But when you break it down, again, like down to the neuroscience of like this idea, it gets pretty fascinating, guys. Like, they call these things microtubes. Let's look at a microtube. I've been doing research, bro. I've been fucking trapped. I ain't got it. It's not like I got a job. I've been learning. I'm over here, National Geographic, every single fucking day. Ah, come on, guys. So this is one physician, what the fuck? Physicist named Roger Penrose. He's actually that guy. He's still alive too, man. Hope I get to meet him, but you know, he's like 90 something. But he's the one that kind of put me onto this theory of like microtubes, which are like the pieces in between your brain, or like the tubes that connect like the neurons in your brain to fire off signals. So like I'm thinking about raising my hand, and it's like the microtube that's sending that electric pulse to the fuck whatever, you know. I don't fucking know what's going on. But this man, again, highly respected, says that consciousness lives in this tube because it filters the action, so I don't slap myself in the face when I lose. You know, that's why it's like when you start losing mobility, it's usually in the brain due to these things. And that's why they're replicating this so much in data now, that they're like, hey, we actually need humans to hallucinate. Like, we can't keep doing the data thing. Like, we've hit the maximum amount of data we can get on a human. We need to start figuring this shit out. Like, and again, now, so this data has turned out to be like, well, are we alive or dead? Right? That's the physician on the post-quantum theory on this maximum. And yeah, I like the theory of fractionalized infinity, because your brain can do anything it wants to do. It can think of anything it wants to think of. It can respond however it wants. And then you can train your brain to give you a better life. Like, if you want to be stronger, you can start with the brain first, get the brain healthy, and then you can, you know, progress to like making the body healthy, right? Maybe making the brain healthy is not drinking as much or smoking as much. Very simple things. Ingurgitating on shitty Telegram messages all fucking day, you know, like that kind of stuff is what helps your microtubes like get better, in my opinion. After all this research, I'm like, yeah, human beings, we have so much regenerative action, but then we allow like ignorance to step in, or ego is the next thing. When you really want to get good at AI, you have to let go of ego. You have to let it go. And that's what I mean by like Jack's protocol. We've designed Zen to make sure that people understand that there is zero ego and it doesn't belong to anyone. Every free crypto project is everybody's, you know, and that's how it's like, yo, this thing is gonna get really, really spicy. Like the amount of brains, I've met so many cool people that have helped me in my journey in the Zen world. They've just helped me become a better human being. And they're all, and that's why I'm like, yo, this is where it starts. It starts with the community, making the community better. And then now that trust can be installed in our product, because now everyone feels better. That's a big trait, getting to the elite state, right? Now, the next thing that we have to do once our people are better is obviously get them some money. But I would say our people, bro, in Zen are on, just listen to simple spaces. That's why we believe in the stars. Like, we got a lot of maximum thinkers who are at the ceiling. They're trying to figure it out with me. And then now we're all tapping in. And that's why, again, I'm starting to be like, man, maybe this is it. Like, maybe it's just good math. Maybe we're all like-minded because we all like a specific type of this parallel math. It's all running in our lives. It's just unique to every single person. You know, and I think the word fair helps us identify what we feel. And then I think the distribution of Zen speaks to that. And then that's why, again, it belongs to everyone because it's on a higher plane of existence. It gets pretty deep, guys. It gets pretty fucking deep. Who the fuck? Stop calling me. I got all. As soon as I get too deep in it, I want to buy a house. Go up, Zen. You ain't ever gonna buy a house with that attitude. Plus, you shouldn't be buying a house in 2024, bro. That's like the worst investment you can make. That market still has to crash. Land has to crash. There ain't no way. Unless, that's why, if land is going to keep getting expensive, inflation is just going to keep going up, then yeah, maybe Zen will buy you a house. But I'm trying to stay in parallel with IRL. But yeah, I don't know, man. IRL is getting kind of weird. The dollar is very weird. Let's look at the dollar right now. I would say people have already lost trust in the dollar with Bitcoin at 67,000. But there are taxes. There's legal things. I shouldn't say taxes. There are legal things that keep our market safe for the dollar. So I'm sure the dollar would do all right, even though Bitcoin's going up. That's why it's not like tanking, because not everybody can rush out of here. It's not like you're gonna see a red candle on the dollar. Something's happening, but I think it's something to do with inflation. So we'll see what happens with that. But again, that's why it's like, yo, what's really going on in this motherfucker, bro? Because this ain't adding up. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't add up anymore. And the way that the technical elite is pushing it, they said that Cash App ran out of Bitcoins yesterday. I mean, they might have for a little bit before they could replenish. I'm pretty sure Jack Dorsey has to be mining Bitcoins for the Cash App. But that's scary. That would definitely mean we're going up high, because there ain't enough for everyone to get it. And this is all I'm trying to say, bro. You need to find these people disrupting the reality. You don't have to follow anyone anymore. Just follow the disruption, because the reality is disrupted as fuck right now. It's upside down. So find that pillar of craziness and research it, and you'll probably be ahead of the game, because the game is catching up to us now. It always has been catching up, right? I mean, I feel like if I had a cypherpunk dad, he probably would have booted me up. But you know, I love my dad. You know, he's a working American. He wasn't into math in the sense of computers. He was in the math of the sense of physical engineering. So that's another reason why I like math. My dad is engineer, so he motherfucker had that tape. What is it? The hip tape measure. That was my pops always. Motherfucker was ready to take some measurements, bruh. But yeah, I wish he was into the computers. I mean, he slightly was. That's why he knew to get one, and he had me tweak that motherfucker like crazy. But again, maximum. That's all it is. The matrix is the max. When you say I'm gonna take the red pill, you're just saying, all right, I'm ready to introduce myself to what is the maximum of life, to where I'm asking myself, where the fuck do I go from here? All right, I got all these paths. Which one do I choose? I think I'm gonna go online today and make a persona and pursue this way. Right? There's so many ways you could do it. That's why Pulsechain's still alive. Pulsechain has so many characters that each one of them create their own little ecosystem, and everyone's just living over there. Same with like every chain. The users are just living over there. Damn, another 1,000 coins. What the fuck? Fuckers making more coins as the market going up. But yeah, we all know this, guys. Look at the market cap, look at the drasticness and the changes, and ask yourself if what you are on can even obtain these numbers. Because no one else can. Even BNB at $413. Nice. Still not at a billy market cap. Oh my bad, 100 bill. I'm ready to see Solana at 100 bill too. That's easy. That's an easy 2x. A Solana at 100 bill. That's easy. What else is at 100 billion? Because that's the next level. The next level is page 1, 100 billion market cap. That's obviously the direction this is heading. Yeah, because what, 100 billions make a trillion? So you could at least have 10 coins that share $1 trillion. Because Bitcoin in itself is $1 trillion and it's still absorbing the planet. So this is obviously going to get bigger. This actually, well, there's a, let me see if I can find the article from 2017. Let's see if it pops up. So someone made a prediction that by 2067, let me see. Damn, this one's hard to find. I wish I would have clipped that. But someone said that by 2067, or maybe I'm thinking it backwards, maybe it's $67 billion market cap. Oh, no, wait, I'm saying billion, trillion. Man, this is such a long post. It's never going to show up. But yeah, somebody was saying that when all is said and done, the top of the bear market should be around $67 trillion. And that's why I've been in crypto researching so much, because that is still very far away. If the total market cap of the market is only 2.5 trillion and we're going to 67 trillion, like, yeah, you're early still, dude. You're still extremely early on everything. And that's why, again, I can see why a community would get angry if their like thing is getting rattled before the bear or before the bull, and liquidity is leaving the chain now, because then people will know how to do it later, right? I think a lot of places are trying to make sure that you do not leave, so they're making it hard for you to leave, yo. Like, straight up, they're making it hard. Down to the community level, flooding you out of good ideas so that you stay, again, stay dormant and your idea of maximum, right? The AI is going to be a narrative, but we already see that it's all gas. Like, here, let's go to AI one. XEN got another one actually yesterday. Another edition. Man, I just want to pay off my credit card. For real, though. Ah, damn. Tekken with the 10 bomb. Oh, my God. Yo, Tekken, shout outs, Brody. Yonks grabbed it. More Crypto grabbed it. Sir Alk grabbed it. Car Pro grabbed it. Minotron grabbed it. Muley grabbed it. Ah, grabbed it. G Tramp. Yo, what up, G Tramp? Rockstar grabbed it. The Cock Enthusiast. Cock-a-doodle doodle. Yo, big ups to all the new members. OP Zen is weird. I would like to hodl until 2025. Man, OP Zen is done. Sorry, guys. Sorry to burst the bubble on OP Zen, man. That shit is dunsy. It should be a good ride, though. Oh, I didn't even talk about the sidechain Zen stuff. Maybe that's for tomorrow's stream. So yeah, we have right now, we have like a Bitcoin Ethereum vibe happening in AI sector. When we talk about the narratives of actual technology, of things that actually work. AI and actual practice. Okay. BitTensor obviously is a marketplace for development. They want you as an AI developer to go from Hugging Faces to BitTensor to make some money. All right. Maybe you'll make a model people will like. All right. Maybe you know it. Maybe God model. I don't know. That's why, again, I don't think people are going to make money off of models until AI is huge. So this is just gas, because the model is going to be in the chain. It's not going to be with the chain. It's going to be in the chain. It makes more sense that way. It's not like my brain is an accessory, bruh. Let me go get my brain real quick. Hold on. I left my brain at the crib. Like, that's the problem with BitTensor. That's their only problem. Which I'm sure they'll remix it and they'll come out like Zen or like X1 chain and say, oh, and we offer the best artificial intelligence to get you profit, right? And then that's why I think a lot of it's going to be tainted after Zen. We are grabbing the market concept of integrated AI. This is not, again, the brain as an accessory. Our brain is in the chain. And then that's going to be an open sourced library that you'll be able to access and also scrape data off of. So you essentially could make an app that uses the AI to get a hallucination out of the data, right? And we had a new addition yesterday. So there's this one that's called Render. Render is another AI token. And what they do is you use the Render token in their marketplace. And what the Render marketplace is offering is GPU power. Okay, so it's like Vast AI, but it's a branded version. You know, it's just a categorized Vast. If Vast had if Vast took a crypto instead of the dollar, that's all this is. Straight up, it's literally this. Hey, shout out to everyone using my fucking referral link, dude. I stopped mining for like what the fuck? Like, yo, the credit on this is ridiculous. Like, I'm for sure probably going to be giving away XN tokens, XNM tokens when it goes live, because this is just too. I got to give some of this shit back. Like, what the fuck? Keep using my referral link. I love the love, straight up. But damn, son. Like, what? Vast is crazy too, because referrals, you could technically cash them out. I think I have like 69 refs on this thing. Yeah, still 69. Beautiful. But yeah, you could like cash out the referrals. But what I've been doing is just rolling it back in, because that's more important to me. It's more important to be at the top of this Zen thing, right? It's more important to me to be at maximum than to take this $118 and go and be low level with that. Like, I could go get some food or some shit. I could buy some fucking wax, get dabs going. But then what, you know? So I might as well roll it back in. But this again, Vast uses just real money, and then they provide you with a GPU market so that you can buy it per hour to facilitate GPU related experiences. Some people buy GPUs to play video games. Some people buy GPUs for high intense processing, right? Like, I'm making a movie, I'm gonna go get a banging ass CPU versus going to Apple and buying one. I'm gonna load up an image, right, on my computer. So this is normal. ASW does this, Google Cloud has this. It's just come down to a consumer level, because again, AI is now consumer. People have dreams with AI. Literally, they're like, this makes things better than I make things, so I'm gonna dream with this now, you know. But again, what is Render doing at $7? So when you use their tool to make your art, you pay in Render, and then that render, right? The render that's here, you need to have this in your portfolio to make photos, because it's going to be used as the barter token between you and the GPU, right? So it's literally Vast as a coin. Now, I mean, do what you want. You know, maybe you want to go and speculate. That sounds like some good speculation, though. Obviously, that's why it went from nothing to something, right? But again, we just introduced this with XEN. So let's go to Jack's page. That was a long-winded thing just to say, yo, we got this too now. He was going off in the Telegram yesterday, and he was asking people like, hey, you ever use Stable Diffusion? And Stable Diffusion is another like benchmark maximum of AI, where someone invented something that now invents other things. Like, it's like, wow, that invention was so good, we got all this other shit now, right? So Stable Diffusion is needed, right? And what he was saying was, XenBlock miners are running NVIDIA GPUs, right? And this is significant because we run on NVIDIA GPUs. You can bring in a smaller brand or an off brand, but those don't get the best hash power. So it gets to a point where Again, that's why I love XENblocks. We're getting rid of the mediocre shit. Even in crypto, like somebody's making mediocre GPUs so you can mine cheaper to try to get an advantage, just so that you get a bunch of hardware and you're sitting on that bullshit and your wife gets fucking pissed off because you went and bought all this second grade GPUs because you wanted to cut cost on the $15,000 or the $1,500 GPU. You're like, yo, fuck it, I'll get that $500 GPU and I'll get 7 of those things. And then now you over here looking like you dumb. That is the life of a GPU miner, packed in a couple sentences. That's everybody I've seen in GPU land, or everybody in GPU land that's like pissed has very bad GPUs. And then everyone in GPU land that had NVIDIAs are saying they're turning their miners back on now. So that sounds like there was a shill in GPU or in mining. There was some shilling going on, some corruption. You don't think that corruption is gonna bleed itself into AI? You gotta erase it all, man. Even when someone, that's how you know it's corrupted. The fuck? This shit free. How the hell you gonna put a token on top of this? So what we're doing in Zen to bring the freeness back to the people is that you can actually run image generated task on X1 now. You're gonna be able to do this. So this is huge, right? The biggest part of this that I saw was make NFT single or collection. What a fucking dickhead. This guy is gonna release this chain and it's gonna be able to make its own NFTs. Fuck. People are gonna be like, my NFT is human made. Yeah, my shit sucks, but it's made by a human. Like, damn, dog, you about to be on a soapbox. Yo, shit sucks, but it's made by a human. Yo, good luck. Good luck. But yeah, I'm gonna be making some NFTs. So what happens here? Hey, shout out to the Ocean Land. I see he gave me the 20 bottle. Hey, thanks, bro. I minted 12 billion ETH then for around 42K. Hey, you got that 42 number there. I take 0.6 ETH fees from DXN lobby and buy 0.6 ETH for 2.3K at 40 Gwei. I will claim all of it if I take the $2,003 and buy the Zen spot now. I get 4 billion. If I claim 50%, I will buy up to 2.3. All right. You say you minted 12 billion for around 5,000, or let's just round it up, $4,000. I guess it's rounding down for 0.6 ETH. Right now, if you were to buy for 0.6 ETH, you get around 2,000 at 40 Gwei. Oh, okay, you're saying you're getting half now for 40 Gwei of that 12 billion. So you're getting 6 billion. Long story short, my guy D Oceanland, if you want to read that, D Oceanland is saying that everything is half off, or it's not half off. It costs it's times 2, right? You're gonna get half off, but it's gonna cost you double the amount. And that's what I was trying to tell you too, D Oceanland, about mining Zen, is that you can't outmine the calendar. That's essentially what you're saying. You're saying you can outlive the calendar. It's a very weird analogy, but it's a fact. Like, none of us know if we're gonna actually outlive the calendar. Our calendars are our calendars. Another maximum concept of quantum. Like, you don't know, bro. You could do everything. You could do all the gematria you want to try to figure out what day am I gonna die. But it's still like, you don't know. Like, it could be 5 different days. It could be 10 different days. It could be 10 different ways, right? That's why it's Struder's cat theory. Don't go open in the box. Do what you got to do today. Do what you got to do right now. That's the game. That's the actual simulation. Today is the simulation. Tomorrow is not promised. So live today for tomorrow. Build today for tomorrow, right? Quantum. Yeah, so back to this real quick. X1 is going to have an image generator
Stable Diffusion built into it, where users can request the GPU mining network to generate the images, and the way that they pay for the task is using XEN, right? User pays in XEN split on GPU resources, which generates image. People can bid with XEN for GPU time to render images. X1 smart contract controls the bidding, right? So there's a smart contract in between this. And what he means by, or what it means by bidding is that maybe the market thinks this is really cool, and then they decide to bid it up like a Nakamoto style consensus. And now you got people bidding on uptime. You know, maybe there's another scenario, which is what we see in Vast. They're how do you say this? If I'm going to be a GPU task taker, like I'm running my GPU miner to mine XENblocks, and then I'm saying, hey, I'm gonna take on task. I actually have to turn off my block miner to do this. So there is an incentive for people to turn their mining off and for the difficulty to go down. But what's dope about this is that if the XENblocks GPU market were to become popular, this might be a better incentive for people mining XENblocks. They might actually say, hey, maybe it's better for me just to keep my rigs open for this area, because I'm accumulating more XEN from offering my CPU power than I am from hashing the algorithm. So now, like, the XEN user has a new path. We didn't have this before, bro. This is a new one. Oh shit. Right, before it was just mine XEN and we're gonna stake it to the chain. So now the XEN has a demand. It actually has a market, and it's coming in hot. It's coming in hot, right? What did I just show you? Render is $7, and it does the same thing that I just showed you. Why are people spending $7 on this bullshit? You can literally go to Vast and get 5 4090s for $2 an hour. And if you only need it for 30 minutes, bro, that's $1. For what is it? 5 times 24? What is that? 125. So wait, 125? Well, if I have 5 quarters, 4 quarters make $1, so one extra one makes 125. So yeah, somewhere around there. Oh, my math is off. Where my AI at? But yeah, so 125 gigabytes for $1, or whatever their market is saying, and you got to spend $7 on their coin to get in. Stupid. It don't make no sense. But it made sense up until XEN, you know. But this, again, that's what I'm saying. A lot of this stuff made sense, but it doesn't make any sense. It's mediocre. Like, you shouldn't be buying a token to make a collection, boy. Like, that shit is free. Like, if you haven't even caught on to this and you are waiting for someone like a render network to show up and say, hey, non-talented motherfucker, we've got an AI bot to give you talent, but you have to buy our coin to have talent. Intelligence, bro. It's easy. Here, you just mine the XENblocks and let it do its thing. And then it's going to play out how it needs to. And you just chill and relax. And just relax. You figure it out. Hey, do I want... And again, this is going to be a wild ass off and on switch. I'm very interested in the UX for this part. This off and on. Because it will be something that as someone who's been mining XENblocks, and I planned on doing it until September, but you know, if this is going to come out with X1 chain and there's going to be a demand for it, then I might have mined all of my algo blocks. I might start moving into the task rendering side and just getting XEN from people running task if that's the biggest grosser of the economy, you know? Who knows where this goes? Who fucking knows? There can be this can have another branch here. I have many ideas for this one. This next branch, that one's gonna be a really cool one. Hope you guys understand how sick this is. Some people create narratives. Most people buy narratives. That's me. That's me too, bro. I ain't buying narratives. Gas on the way out. Gas on the way out was always the plan. Yeah, I ain't got no gas on the way out except on Avalanche. I can't claim my Zen mints on ETH because the gas fees are too high. I'd rather buy it or see it as a loss. What's up? Keep out the fun. Yeah, that's what Diochlan is talking about. He's saying that he needs to roll back in and just buy because mining for the same amount of ETH isn't going to give him the same amount. That's what the $20 bomb is. He's trying to let y'all know. I mean, it's kind of scrambled, but he's really telling y'all motherfuckers, this shit is in half. Don't believe the cope. People out here coping, bro. All right. I'm done talking shit. I'm sad though. My vast is gonna end today. I have a really good instance. This one's got 2 hours left. So pour some out tonight for the homie for the 12 pack 3090. It was kicking ass for 19 days at $1.92. But it's an unfortunate event. I'm gonna have to let it go because I don't own it. But I got this one for a pretty alright price. $2.70 for a 6-pack of 4090s. Seems like the net average of this is 43 cents for one. 44 cents. So yeah, as long as you're getting a good amount and of 4090s for under 44 cents, you should be chill. So let me see. Yeah. Well, see, this one's not like that. This one is like 2.4. But what can I do, man? What the fuck can I do with 30 cents? You know what I'm saying? It's like, 30 cents? Like, all right. That's why it's like, yeah, everything is going up. Everything is going up. And I explained in the stream about the XENblocks, everything is going up. Blocks per minute is going down. So the window is closing here. Gas is not giving us any breaks. So don't even think about minting any Zen on Ethereum. The only Zen that's going to be coming out is Zen on the side chains, which reminds me to claim. Gotta claim some coin tool. Get some coin tool. We'll do it live. But yeah, so like I didn't say this, but yeah, I think buying Zen is the smartest move because it's like putting in a future call on supply shock. That's where the confidence should be coming from. If you need confidence, I guess. Motherfuckers ain't confident when they be buying shit in crypto. They need someone to tell them so they feel confident. Well, I'm confident in my moves and decisions because, yeah, I'm hedging against disinflationary factors that are actually built in. So Zen can only inflate for 3,000 days. And that is where the random lives in Zen is how much Zen is minted in a 3,000 day maximum, right? And then where the next piece of like arbitrary data is the users, how many users join, because if not a lot of users join, then it should die because one person will be able to sell everything down, right? So that's like why I think it's actually working in its best advantage because people join the network and that's all it needed. All it needed was people to join. Just make it a thing. So now those people have to figure out where they want to be. And that's why, again, I think the side chains is a great place to hedge disinflationary factors because if Zen is so hard to get on ETH, then it's going to be looked at on the other chains. And then those restrictions will be applied to those chains. Like, you know what I'm saying? The theory will bleed down. That's why, again, I'm bullish on Avalanche. Like, even though I feel like there's not a lot of people over here, obviously. There's a lot of smart Zenians, but there's a lot of sit and chill Zenians. There's not a lot of, like, the post-chain Zenians, you know, where they trying to make moves, which I'm fine with. You know, maybe that's what Avalanche is. Maybe Avalanche is just a sit and chill type blockchain. So I'm just stacking all of my mints until further notice on Avalanche. Not going to sell anything. I'm going to do the ETH thing on Avalanche now. Just hodl it. You know, it's probably going to be better in the future, right? Hedging against disinflationary factors. And then when it comes to buying Zen, I'm looking for the cheapest motherfucking coin. So that's why I've been in Phantom. The next one up is EVMOS. I need to take $50 to EVMOS. I need to stop playing. Guys, tell me to stop playing on EVMOS. I'm glad I went with Matic. Buddy, you drive that home. I know that you're the biggest whale over there. When the Matic price dumped, that's Buddy's candle. OPs and mints are rocking. Yeah, I mean, what I would say, though, in OPs, and I hope that people hold the price. I think they're going to sell it down, though. There is way too much human influence on OPs. And that, though, that's something I was thinking about. No one's talking about this because, obviously, Crypto Bro thinks way different than the rest of the fucking group. Let's look at this real fast. Hey, where am I at now, though, after that claim? We got 6 billion AZEN. And this is like claim. I got so many Avalanche Zen mints coming out. I'm not selling, though. I swear. I'm not selling. Fuck it. I want to see everybody else sell. And then it'll give me a signal to buy. But I'm not going to sell anything. Maybe I'll burn it, but I'm going to go full hodl stake. And that's my thing about OPs in. So let's look at this real fast. Okay, so 7.1 bill. Nice. The thing about OPs in is that the global rank on it is gigantic. Because everyone thinks they're making. Okay, I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm not hating on it. I think it's gonna be very successful. I'm just hedging the worst case scenario for OPs in because it has so much human interference. It's not like the rest of the Zen coins that aren't interfered by human. They're the truest form of Zen. OP Zen, though, is human engineered. And again, it might be a good thing. We're gonna human engineer Zen on X1 chain, right? Because they said that they're gonna manipulate the AMP. That's what I mean by human engineered. So the AMP is the speculation. We see in Zen that we're on I guess you could say, quantum quest for 3,000 days. Until the 3,000 days are over, we actually don't know what happens at the end because of this speculation of supply and everything, right? Luckily, the AMP goes down every day, so we have a theoretical understanding of supply per day going into the future because the AMP is going down, we actually know the maximum of supply. The maximum can turn into infinity when you times it by user capital. So like ET does have infinity Zen because he's expressing that he can spend money forever, right? And like, again, that's okay because the AMP is going to go down. So his infinity actually has a number on top of it. Because it's like, oh, well, how many of those did you do? Oh, you did 200. Okay, so if the community does 200, you'll need to do 201. Oh, you did 201. Oh, it looks like the community did 250. Now you need to catch up. Oh, you did 250. Oh, the community did 1,000. Now you need to catch up. You get what I'm saying? That's the maximum on the AMP that they're not talking about because they keep you in the shadows. Like that's what I'm saying. Math runs this motherfucker. Who runs this motherfucker? The only advantage everyone had was the EAA. So that's why you want to mint Zen when it first happens, because the early minters, the EAA minters, actually have an extra bit of Zen. And you want to know what's special about right now in Zen? Everyone has EAA mints. And they're all bleeding. Fuck. Can't get that extra Zen anymore. Looks like we're at another maximum. And then on top of that, you have all EAA mints should be over in June 2022 or 2024 on ETH. There'll be no more mints with EAA, so the AMP will be 100% in play, right? And that's why right now no one really cares about it or isn't paying any attention. But on Zen, okay, now we can move here. So now optimism, we know how the game works, and they change it. Human engineered altering of what was considered AI, right? The artificial intelligence is 3,000 days. He said, fuck it, let's make it 300 days, right? So technically, this is human engineered, which means that it is going to be inflated with a ton of infinite inflation. Ton of infinite inflation. And if everybody is saying that it's going to go up, it's probably not. Because they're going to keep selling it down. So the best bet you could make actually is to get on a chain that doesn't have that. But Jack built in some more stuff for it. I'm not going to hate on it totally. He said that it's going to get a 10 times multiplier for X1 chain. So he does want to also burn it all. He wants to see what that looks like, and he incentivized it. He has an incentivized burn for himself for experiment to see if that offsets the whales. I mean, you can see it now. People are flexing. They got hella fucking mints over here. They got mad supply, dude. So I want to see it boom off too. But this right here, July, this is when it ends. So July 12th is when XEN's inflation ends. So yeah, man, I'm patient. I'm not going to say that this is going up or going down. I'm going to go ahead and let it rock. I think it has too much human engineering to actually say what it's going to do. Because it's not quantum enough. And I'm not in. Also, I don't have a huge bag. So yes, please sell this shit. Because, I mean, if it's going to get a 10x multiplier, I hope it gets flooded with supply, man. That's human nature. Human nature is to sell it all. To get rich. Not to, again, migrate the game should be migrating it into X1 chain, but we know that's not what everyone wants to do over here. I haven't heard one person say, I'm so excited to burn my OPs in. I haven't heard one Xenian say that shit. That's why I know for a fact all y'all gonna dump on each other with this motherfucker. So I'm just waiting. I got the date. I got it right here. 7/12. Crypto bro gonna show up. Oh, what? Oh, word? No more inflation? Let's go up then. Or if it starts to take off in between this time period, I keep my eye on it. Crypto bro equals I didn't mint OP Zen equals bad. I minted Zen. Exactly, Cryptosaurus. You got it. Fuck OP Zen. I mined Avalanche Zen, and it has a 3,000 amp, and it's the most quantum. Now you gotta battle me. Well, there is a lot of human engineering in Avalanche though, and it's fucking on the chain level, which is so ass. If I could get to Amin, I would be like, bro, why are you capping on Zen, dog? You fucking weirdo. Like, we can take over your chain right now if you wasn't such a cap head. We've been dominating that chain. Shit. Yeah, they capping. So that's the level of human interference on Avalanche with Zen. See, don't you love ETH Zen? ETH Zen took away all the human shit, boy. Fuck. There ain't no humans over here no more. Just robots. Humans are feeling it. They're like, fuck, I can't mine this shit. Robots are like, yeah, man, I got enough infinite liquidity. What you mean? What you mean? I got this whole game mapped out. I'm like, damn, I need to listen to you. How do I get the secrets? They're like, $20 a month. Like, damn, is that real? I better not pay $20 and not get no damn secrets. But yeah, so Zen is a solid one, bro. This is too solid. That's why when I go to start talking about the side chains, yes, I might be talking shit, but I'm just trying to be literal. That OP Zen, man, I hope it does well though, because I'm mining it. I just feel like by the time my mints are ready, it's gonna be at 0 or below, greater zeros. Hoping that people come over here. Look at the ETH in here. There's only one ETH in this pool. Y'all partying with one ETH over here. So nobody's bringing Zen over to Optimism. Let's see if CB's in. God damn, 0.5 ETH. Ain't nobody over here. Jesus. This is some real inflation, boy. 4.3 trillion. It's a lot of base to burn. That is one thing we have left to discover. Burn record percentages. We don't have that yet. So again, that's why, I think it's smart to accumulate all of this Zen while we don't have things like that. Because once we have the math and everyone can become arbitrary and it's known, right? And again, that's why I'm using OP Zen as the example of arbitrary data that everybody knows. Everyone knows the AMP is going to end here. So it's not like the rest of the Zens where people don't focus on that because they're like, oh, that takes 8 years. You feel me? So this is a cool experiment, and I am very curious to see what happens. And I hope it is the opposite of my theory, which is the whales just dump it to zero. You know, now they might hodl it to be like, haha, Crypto Bro was wrong. We held that shit. And I would be like, yeah, let's do it. You got to hold your cryptos, man. Zen's going to teach people how to hodl. Hopefully OP Zen is the one. Thoughts on ETH gas being fixed with the next update. Gas on ETH is not going to get fixed, dude. It's on a layer 2 level, and ETH would need to build an L2 inside of the base layer, which is impossible because it's got Nakamoto consensus, so they can't redo the ETH chain. They'd have to fork to a new chain. So the EIP for 4844 is on the layer 2 level of gas, so it facilitates users to move away from base layer. That's why the Aragon conversation is actually important, because this is a piece of that. So that, like, in regards to that upgrade, this is the answer. Because now there's going to be an upgrade for layer 2s to have better scaling. So now we're going to scale on a layer with Ethereum that is not advertised as ETH, but it is ETH. If that makes any fucking sense. They're not going to advertise this as ETH, but there's a reason why brands are picking it up now. They see it. I mean, I see it too. The only way we're going to get to a giant ecosystem is if we can agree on one layer. And it's not going to be layer 0. It's not going to be layer 2. It's not going to be layer 100,000. It's going to be this Egon layer that no one even fucking knows about because it's more protective. It's less engineering from humans to manipulate it. Right? They won't be on the middleware. They'll be above that. And this is what the EIP 44 or 4844 is truly for, to scale layer 2 solutions to make the base layer have less ETH on it, which is fine. But I mean, I see right through it. They're not gonna help ETH, or they're not gonna help me because I'm on the base layer, so I'm mad about that shit. Right? That's like the whole it's not like I'm gonna be able to get my hex mints. Them bitches are on the base layer. It's not like I'm gonna get my Zen mints. Them bitches are on the base layer. Right? Vitalik always fucking people. Hey, thanks for leaving your value on my chain, but I'm moving on. He's doing it again. I'm going this way. What you thought is not what you thought. Right? Oh, we going to proof of stake. Sorry you bought all those miners. Hopefully you mine 32 ETH so you can stake that shit, because we're going this way. Oh, what's that? You made a contract that uses gas? Oh, you thought we were going to lower gas? Ha! Your shit ain't on a layer 2? Oh, we're going that way. That's Vitalik right now. He can't stop going left. So yeah, don't promise too much on that. Anything base is fucked. Everything is gonna have to move to a layer 2. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have already started that process though on giant brands like Aave and Curvify. I'm sure they've already been trying or been slowly moving value to a layer 2 that's gonna participate in the Egon. Blast is also in that. That's how they got a lot of the bridge liquidity into Blast, was using this Egon layer. That's why it got Jack Levin's attention, because I mean, it is unique though. It's like, how did they do that so fast? How did they get all that billion in there? It's like, oh, they just told people to stake their ETH and move it over. Or like their ETH is staked and then that person thinks they're moving their ETH over. But then they go to Blast and they fuck it off, and then now that ETH is stuck in Blast because they went into the black hole and lost it all. Let's see what's going on Blast. Let's see. Thruster, DYOR swap, Hyperblast, Monoswap, Cyberblast, Rogue X, Pump, Ice Cream Swap. Those are the dexes you have to choose from. You're gonna make a fucking killing over here. Man, Blast is such a gimmick. Another mediocre chain. Sheesh. Big ups to him though. I mean, they hacked it. They were smart by doing that TVO. Because now, again, they just set what I'm trying to get at is they just set a new record of maximum. What we thought was the maximum, what we thought Solana was, which was shitcoining, was the maximum. Blast just introduced something new that a lot of other people are probably about to do. Or they're in place to do it, which is like Arbitrum is an L2, they're in place. Base is an L2, they're in place. Optimism is an L2, they're in place. Polygon, luckily, comes from Ethereum camp, has figured out a way to keep themselves relevant. So they've also have some EGEN layer stuff. It's going down. I see how all these brands are function, or they're trying to all work together so that there's an economy versus everyone being on a little island, right? But I don't think that solves the mass adoption. That doesn't solve mass adoption. That just solves how to make a job, how to make corporate office jobs in crypto. Who gives a fuck about that shit? Like, if we're just gonna take corporate Web 2 and move it into a decentralized environment and call it Web 3, what the fuck are we doing? That doesn't make any sense, right? That's why I know Blast is already dead in the sand, but I will give them a pat on the back for using this layer to reinsure that you're going to get your ETH back. That's all it is. Yo, if you come and test like, that's the same thing we got going on. If you test the network and you stake your ETH with a little bit of Zen, because you got to bring some shit that's Zen related, right? You can't just have people showing up with nothing, just the ETH. You got to have some Zen. That's why this is huge. Like, this is going to pump Zen in general, or it's going to get people to want to make their mint. Because then it's like, oh, maybe if my mint and the ETH work together to get XN tokens, I can ROI on my mint of Zen. You know? So there's going to be a lot of cool game theory here. But again, like, I do expect people to put ETH in this bitch, even if it's not paired with Zen for an amplifier, because that's what my assumption is. My assumption is you can use Zen to amplify your LP to get more XN tokens and to get more trading fees. I'm pretty sure there'll be trading fees that will probably be in the mix of all this stuff too. There's a lot of stuff that can be right in this little bubble, but it's all possible because of the EGEN layer. So shout outs. Hey bruh, you gotta keep your eye desired. Couldn't see or yellow. Wait, you couldn't read or see yellow. I don't know, I can't see through my hair right now. I just tuned in at the perfect time to launch. X1 is now. Need to capitalize on this current position settlement for Zen. I don't think X1 needs to come out right now. We're at the start. We're at the very beginning. Why would you want to drop your product right at the beginning? You want to drop it in the middle of the bull market, not in the beginning, because then, like I said, you only get one chance of maximum, and then you have to prove that you can do something else. That's why Blast did something cool, but now they're proving they didn't have anything else in mind. Right? I mean, look at their fucking thruster. That's the name of the goddamn DEX is thruster. And DYO swap, they had no plans on what they were doing with this. They just wanted to get a bunch of ETH staked for probably Blur, so that Blur can, that's where the champion is Blur. Yeah, man, Blast is fucking gimmick. But yeah, that's why again I think X1 chain prime release would be Q3 from in my opinion. Let the whole summer, let people find out about it, let people lose faith, let the engine keep working, and give us all the reward, bro. The stupid one when it comes out, because there's nothing that's gonna be on its level. If we're already testing everything, even in a test mode, it's building anticipation. See, the problem with Pulse Chain here, because a lot of people will relate this to Pulse Chain being online for 2 years. Richard Hart wasn't constantly pushing innovation to the chain. They were literally just waiting on a fork. They were waiting for everyone to sync up and get on a trusted chain that everyone can say, "Yo, we synced." So that's why it died on, in my opinion. Like it is where it is. It's at its full maximum. There's no extra innovation, right? So you can't compare X1 chain to that, because the chain itself works just like Pulse Chain Testnet did. The only thing is there's no value, or like there's no rail, or there's no connection to the real internet. You're just in a test environment. What does that even mean, you know? And again, that's why I'm like, yo, if you think Zen can only be successful with X1 chain, it does not need to come out. That's more proof that we're not going to get it yet. Bro, you got me wrong. Please scroll up and read the yellow. Oh, that's what you were trying to say. Damn it. Stop giving me bread to say some shit like that. Bold it up. I wanted to say 42K for minting is a loss if I didn't claim. There's 2.3 thousand is for claiming, or I buy with 3.2 thousand Zen spot. So if I claim 50% of 12 billion, I'm almost up to buy spot now. So what I'm trying to get from this is you're saying that if you don't mint something right now, you're going to lose 400, or you're going to lose 42,000. But if you were to take that now, half of it, and claim, you can get half of that 12 billion. So 6 billion. And then you can use the other half for the penalties. I guess I am confused on what you're trying to do. How are you trying to game the system, bro? The global rank on Phantom is gigantic. With 3,000, OP Zen is not, with OP Zen only 300 days. No, yeah, I saw that too. The Phantom though is different because it's Phantom. Optimism is Ethereum. So this is like coins at cents, whereas this is coins at thousands of dollars. But if you see what I'm saying, this has a whole year on this one, and this one's catching this one, which means people are making a ton of G ranks. But again, maybe it goes up. I believe in it. I believe in OP Zen. I am optimistic about it. I'm just scared that I don't trust humans, man. I do not trust y'all to hold that shit. I know it damn well. I'm gonna mint a bunch of it, and then everybody's gonna sell, and I'm late because I didn't mint it first. That's how the game goes. First minters out the gate, they sell. Then everybody's trying to play rebound. But I mean, it's good though. Again, X1 chain, it saves all of these chains. So that's the beauty. They all get saved, even if you're not gonna make nothing. But you gotta believe in X1 chain. So I'm speaking from both sides, I guess. Look at Pulse Chain, one of the top Zen communities. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, that's because Pulse Chain, I mean, I've decoded Pulse Chain 1,000 different times. Pulse Chain is just where a bunch of people are using a blockchain. It's the user chain. There's not a lot of user chains. Most of them are nerdy. Like Phantom's a nerd chain. Moonbeam is a nerd chain. Avalanche is a bunch of nerds. The closest thing to Pulse Chain is Binance Chain. And that's why the only ramp out of Pulse Chain is into BNB. That would be freaking me out. I'm like, damn, man. You're so far away from the fucking rock when you're in post chain. Because there's no rails. You can't go to Coinbase. You can't go to Robinhood. Not to say you should not want those things, but yeah, I'm pro regulation. So I don't think you can reach maximum in crypto unless you have that built in. That's like holding yourself back. It's like you know, like I said that to Al yesterday in the spaces with Simple. If you are afraid of KYC, you're holding yourself back because crypto is moving in that direction. You're basically saying I'm okay with living in the shadows. You get what I'm saying? And if you're really trying to be a Bitcoin, you're driving KYC, you're driving regulation, you're driving to be seen. You want people to see us. You don't want to live in the shadows because we live in a world where it can't be seen, right? So that's why, again, I'm not like trying to be as far away from the vision. And then I analyze everything in that retrospect of like how close is this to the vision, to the core, right? And that's why, again, I chose Avalanche because Emin went to Cornell professor, has a bunch of people who follow him because he's a scholar. Granted, he's a fucking scammer. In crypto, he's not first principles. Polygon's the same. They're just selling an SDK. But again, what they do that's great is that they're offering the rail for people to get to their chain. So that's my only argument with post-chain. Is I love that the community is there, but I know that it's just like a lab, like or a controlled area, and I'm sure that's why Jack keeps his eye on post-chain or keeps post-chain around, like the Pulsicans. Like there's a reason Jack is keeping that there. You feel me? Because this is actually so this one's so hard to speak for because if you know, but there's a trading bot on top of post-chain, right? And that trading bot that like helps with price and stuff. I don't know. I'm not too versed in it, but I know of it because that's what inflates the transactions every day. Or Polygon would be number one, but since Polygon doesn't have a trading bot, it doesn't have 200 extra. Same with like Binance, like since it doesn't have a trading bot, it's like this is the actual. That's what I'm saying. You see how like this is pretty consistent, but then all of a sudden this is super blown, and then when you look at fully diluted, it actually makes some sense. Like, oh, Phantom, Polygon, Binance, like, oh, that's where there we go. Now post-chain, it falls down because it shows you that the rotation, and that's what I'm saying, it can change. This is what's really cool. It can change. Like, if you go out today and set mission to say post-chain Zen is the truth, and you go and build community and you promote first principles on post-chain with P.Zen, and you become a saint, you know, you change the whole direction of the chain. But right now, there's a lot of whales who've minted a bunch of it and they want to sell it down. And it doesn't have the restrictions that Zen has on Ethereum to make sure that it can't be human manipulated, right? Without knowing that the human's taking an L, right? But I still got a bag over here. I got a bag on every sidechain that I have staked. So that's where I build my theses on this whole, like, I'm betting against disinflationary factors. So I have some post-chain because I do think the AMP will help it be seen. I'm on AVAX because it's the same idea. And then hopefully those communities see the Zen coin. So hopefully post people can let go of the past and really join, because this could take over that chain, similar to how it has on Phantom if people let it do it. But I don't know, Yonks, you got to get the team together. Claiming 50% of 12 billion with $2,000 is more Zen than buying Zen Spot today with $2,000. So claiming 50% is better than buying. I don't know who is down if calculating the cost of minting Zen plus claiming costs. No, I feel you. So, okay. Oh my God, dude. Write in all caps. You don't have to keep dropping the bombies. I appreciate it though. But yeah, claiming 50% of 12 billion, so 66 billion with $2,000 is more than claiming or than buying $2,000 worth. So claiming 50% is better than buying. Wait, that is backwards. Okay, hold on. We got to that's where the dyslexia of language is coming in right now. Claiming 50% of 12 billion with $2,000 is more Zen than buying spot today with 2,000. Okay. You're saying that 12 billion claim is 50% more Zen than if I were to buy it. That is a fact. But you see what the problem is. Okay, so Deoshland, I understand it now. He's trying to let us know that you can actually claim Zen still and profit of token versus claim, right? So when I buy the coin versus the claim, because there is an additional charge of buying Zen. Man, Deoshland definitely is trying to tell y'all not to let it bleed. But yeah, when you buy Zen, you have to pay the gas fee. And the bigger the buy, the more the gas. So essentially what he's saying is the bigger the buy, the more the gas. So he's saying that if you were to mine it, you still save more than if you had to buy a big batch with the gas and the price. That's tight though. I mean, that's what I hope happens, you know? I mean, that's what I see. That's the gridlock theory. The gridlock theory in Zen is that everything becomes so expensive to make that only miners have supply. And then if miners hold, then the price is naturally going to go up because the miners are going to basically keep the supply from the people because we got it cheaper than you bought it. And then there's no reason for us to sell it. And then that offsets the chart again. Man, Deoshland, you were hella trying to get that out. I vibes though. What up, TD? Every EVM has bots. Smart, you can't lose if it's on every chain. Well, no, every EVM has bots, but Pulse. What is the thing about Pulse Chain? Like, what is the bot that Execute was talking about it in the beginning? The Richard Hart bot that like helps. I mean, Trader Joe's has it too on Avalanche. Trader Joe's has like a trading bot that like helps you get fees when there's no trading. I think that's what it does. I think that's what the Pulse Chain one does. It helps you get fees in the LP when people aren't trading by keeping like an equilibrium of something. I mean, it's a pretty smart way, but you can see how maximum that is. That red moving average coming down straight. Ain't that fucking crazy? Yeah, this one is the 72 just went. And this on the weekly. I like looking at the weekly because when you look at the RSI, look at this, boy. We are so early. Holy shit, man. I love it. Every little pump, it just kind of is. It's gonna be explosive, guys. Like that's why I can talk about Zen for almost 3 hours, dude. I need to go to the gym. Yo, shout out to everybody that's been vibing today. It's Monday, March 4th. Tomorrow's the 5th. My birthday's on Saturday, so I'm vibing. I'm feeling the energy. I'm feeling that Pisces energy right now. And yeah, man, I'm just waiting for the next iteration of what's gonna happen. So tomorrow I ain't gonna be on stream for like 3 hours though, man. I gotta stop doing this shit. I'll catch y'all later. Peace. Oh wait, it just hit me. Okay, I get it. All right, this is the theory. So Deoshland is in the profit because he's got the EAA mints. That's what you're experiencing, Deoshland. That's why you're having a hallucination. While everyone else is saying like, oh, my mints or whatever, they don't have the maximum EAA. on their mints, so they don't have those extra coins to give them extra profit or extra space. So that's what you're noticing. Why for you it feels that way. You're like, wait, this claim is still more profitable in token supply than if I were to buy. And that's because you're unique in having that EAA. Go back and look at that mint. I bet it has EAA on it. And that's the benefit of being early. But again, those mints end in June. Everybody's EAA extra amplified mints are over in June. I mean, it's already been priced in, but yeah, bro, you had it. I had to come back and say that. And Dang said the EAA is sweet. Yeah, you fucking eaters. You guys are eating. Peace.